Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to the One Pull-Up Club. My name is Beth. I use they, them pronouns, and I'm going to guide you through this beginner L-sit workout. We are going to be working on our compression, so making our hip flexors stronger so that we can work towards our L-sit. So first things first, you're going to come onto all fours. Spread the fingers nice and wide, push the hands down into the ground and shift the weight forwards and back. We're just going to do this around about 10 times. Every single time I want you to think about loading up the hands a little bit more, so I'm leaning further forwards, preparing the hands and the wrists to hold our weight, which is what they're going to do today. Let's reverse that, bring the hands round the other way so the fingers are pointing back towards the knees. To get there, I rotated outwards and brought my fingers back. I've seen all sorts of crazy kind of, things that look like, I say this often, things that look like a horror film. We are twisting outwards. Same thing here. You're going to push the hands down into the ground and shift the weight back and forwards. Again, we're going to do this around about 10 times. And every single time again, I want you to think about bringing the weight further back. Beautiful. Okay, now you can give the hands a gentle shake. And we're going to turn the fingers out to the side. 9 o'clock and 3 o'clock, if you still remember how to read an analog clock. We're going to shift the weight from left to right. We're going to do this 2 more times. Last time. And then we're going to turn it into a circle. So I'm leaning forwards to the side, back to the other side, circling round the wrists. It's okay if this feels a little bit sticky. That moment where it feels a bit uncomfortable or where you want to speed up, maybe just slow down a little bit and change direction, other way. And relax there. Final thing for the wrists and the hands. We're going to bring the back of the hands down, fingers pointing towards each other. Again, we're just going to shift the weight from left to right. We want to keep the arms straight here. We want to get that nice stretch across the wrist and the forearm. We'll take 2 more. Last one. And relax there. Let's gently shake the hands. And a little bit less gentle. A little bit quicker. A little bit quicker. A little bit quicker. A little bit quicker. And relax. Lovely. Okay. Next thing I would like for us to do is to start waking up our legs and opening up through our hips. So you're going to meet me in this downwards dog position. From here, we're going to shift the weight forwards to a high plank. You're going to step forwards into a low lunge. It's okay if that wasn't graceful. Mine also wasn't super graceful. And from here, we're just going to drop the knee and bring it back up. So tapping the knee down and bringing it back up. When you're tapping the knee down, I want you to think about sinking deeper into the hips. And as you bring it back up, think rather about pressing the heel back. Let's take 3 more. 2 more. Last one. And stepping back to that downwards dog position. Now, whilst we're here, let's take a second to just start lengthening through the hamstrings. I'm going to drive the heel into the ground and switch sides. So I go from left to right. And you can figure out where your legs need to be to start getting that stretch through the back of the legs. And relax there. We're going to come straight onto the other side. So rock forwards to our high plank position, step into your lunge. Again, doesn't have to be graceful. Then we're dropping the knee down and extending the heel back. Tap the knee and extend. Drop it down and extend. Drop down, extend. Last one here. Drop down, extend, step back. Drop the knees down and relax there. Nice. Okay, so first thing we are going to do, we're just going to get straight in to our L-sit holds. Today, we're going to be working on our tucked L-sit with both feet on the ground, okay? So you're going to grab your parallettes, your books, whatever you're going to use to give yourself a bit of height off of the ground. And we're going to take 4 rounds of 10-second holds. First things first, I will show you what we're going to do. You're going to crouch in between the parallettes. We're in our tucked position. This is our tuck. You're going to place your hands on whatever it is you're using to give you height, parallettes, books, chairs. And then we're going to step the feet in front of us. And we're going to push down into the hands. And here I'm going to decide how much weight is in my hands, okay? So if you are keeping both of your feet and heels firmly on the ground, perfect. That's exactly where you're supposed to be. If you feel like you can take a little bit more weight in the hands, I will give you a cue to rise up onto the toes, okay? So that's what we're working on. We're going to take 10-second holds in our tucked L-sit with our feet on the ground. Let's prepare, okay? So set up with your hands in the middle. Step your feet forwards. Push down into the hands. And we're going to start now for 10, 9, 8, 7. Push down, push down, push down. For 3, for 2, for 1. And relax. Give the hands a shake. We're going to take 3 more rounds. Let's come into our second round. This is going to be another 10-second holds. If you don't feel quite ready to go again yet, just pause. Pause the video. Take as much rest as you need. I'm not going anywhere. There's no rush for this. However, if you are ready, you can join straight in now. We're going to push the hands down, step the feet forwards, and we are off, pushing down for 10, 9, 8, 7, maybe rising up onto the toes, feeling the weight in the hands for 3, for 2, for 1, and relax. Woo! Give the hands a shake. Take a nice deep breath in and out. If you're feeling a little bit shaky, if you're feeling the arms starting to shake, or if you're feeling your core really starting to engage, that is exactly what's supposed to be happening. These are the parts of the body that we're working here. You're trying to take all of your weight into your hands, for God's sake. This is difficult, right? This is super challenging. And so it's very normal, especially now that we come on to the 3rd and then the 4th rounds, for this to start feeling really challenging, okay? Now, if you've done these first 2 rounds and you're thinking, this is feeling kind of okay, I think I could maybe take it a little bit further, then the first thing you're going to do when we come into our next rep, you're already going to rise up onto those toes, so take more weight into the hands. You'll find, or you'll figure out, the more you practice this, you'll figure out the balance distribution as well. You'll figure out, okay, this is how much weight my hands can actually take. But if you're still figuring that out, it's totally fine. All we want to do is teach the body the right position, okay? Round number 3. Let's take the hands to the middle of whatever you are using to support you. Pushing down into the arms, bringing the feet in front, and we are going to push down into the hands for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Give the hands a shake again. Okay, 3 done, 1 more to go. Take a nice deep breath in and out. Sorry, that was like the world's shortest inhale. Let's do another one. Breathe in. And out. Nice. This is the 4th round of our 10-second holds. So this is going to feel probably the most challenging. Yeah. And it might feel the shakiest, but this is also the one where I want you to push yourself the most. Okay. So if you know that you can rise up a little bit more, or you can maybe even think about bringing those heels off the ground if you haven't tried it yet, now is the moment to do it. This is our last tucked L-sit hold for today. After this, we have a set of compressions for the hips and our hollow holds for the core. So this is the last time we're going to actually do our tucked L-sit today. Let's make it a good one. So bring the hands back onto whatever we're using for support. Push down into the hands, step the feet forwards, and push down. We're off for 10, 9, 8, 7, keep pushing, 6, 5, 4, really push down for 3, for 2, for 1, and relax. Beautiful work, really nice. Give those hands one final shake. And we can move whatever we have been using to the side for now. We're going to take 3 rounds of 2 exercises. The exercises we are going to be working on are single leg pike compressions and hollow hold reaches. Our single leg pike compressions, let me show you this way and then I'll show you from the side. So our pike position is basically something that looks like this. When I do it like this is pretty straightforward. When I'm compressing this way, I am folding myself over my body, but I have the power of gravity behind me. When I work with gravity, things are a lot easier than when I work against them. Let's take a quick look from the side. So here I'm in my L position. Like I said, this might already be challenging for you. If your limiting factor is your hamstrings, you might feel a little bit like you're leaning back. For now, whilst we're getting started and whilst we're teaching the body this position, I am actually okay with that. However, you would also have the option to bring something underneath your bum. Here, I've got my trusty books again. So I'm elevating so that I can keep my spine long whilst I'm in this position. If you also have a yoga block or, I don't know, something comfy to sit on that's going to give you a bit of height so that you can keep your spine lengthened, this is also a really nice option, okay? So that's if you already are sitting here and you feel like the legs are bending and generally just not feeling great. So I reach up, I fold forwards, I bring my fingertips to the ground. I'm going to point the toe and lift the leg and lower, lift and lower. Now, important, we don't want to be leaning back. We don't want to give ourselves extra space to compress. We want to do this without momentum and we want to do this as folded forward as possible. So we're going to take 10 of those on each side and let's get straight into that. So set up for your position. Maybe you're sitting on top of something. Maybe you are just sitting on the ground. Let's reach up, fold forwards. I lied, we're taking 8 on each side. We're going to start with the left leg, okay? So you're going to point the toe and lift the leg and lower. Lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower. 4 more, lift and lower. 3 more, lift and lower. 2 more, lift, lower. Last one, lift, lower. Give that leg a shake. We're going to come straight onto the right hand side. And then I will explain to you why your quads feel like they're cramping, if that's what you felt. Reach the hands up, fold forwards, point the right toe, lift and lower. Lovely. Lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower. 4 more. Lift and lower. 3 more. Lift and lower. 2 more. Lift and lower. Last one. Lift and lower. Shake the legs out. Now, you might feel that that is a recipe for instant cramp in your quad muscles. I feel it too. The reason for that is if you are quad dominant, so if you're strong in your quads, if you have big quad muscles, these muscles on the front of your legs, or if those are tight, which for most of us they are, then when I'm using my hip flexor to compress my leg, my quad muscle is just kind of freaking out and it contracts. It kind of wants to be involved, right? It's like, hey, something's happening in the leg. Usually I take care of that. So I'm going to join in. Now, when this big guy starts putting up a fight, this little guy can't win. And so the more we lift against this, the more this muscle tightens and compresses. And this is why we start to feel this kind of like lactic feeling, this kind of cramp-like feeling. Now, as promised, we're coming to work on our core now. We're going to be taking our hollow holds with our feet on the ground, and we're taking hollow hold reaches, 16 repetitions. Let me talk you through it very quickly, and then we'll come into it together. So we're going to lie on the back, and the feet will be stepped in, the knees are bent. The feet are going to stay on the ground for this. I'm going to think about pulling my belly button to the spine, and that might then tilt my hips up a little bit. From here, I want to think about the lower back and ribs pressing down into the ground, compressing my core to lift my head and shoulders off the ground. I want to come to this point where I'm reaching as high as I can. I'm not creating that lift with my head and with my neck. My head and neck I'm going to leave relaxed. The pull is coming from the core, okay? So we come to this top position, and then we're going to imagine we want to push two things further away from us. So I'm going to push, push, push. I'm never dropping back down to the bottom of the motion. I'm always reaching further and further and further. Imagine you want to flick something away. I don't know. So we're going to take 16 of those. Let's come into it. Walk the feet in. Press the lower back and ribs down into the ground. Reach the hands forward. Engage the core to lift the head and shoulders. And let's go for 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Lovely. Okay. We're going to take 2 more rounds of that. So I want you to set up, maybe I'll face you this way this time, give you some different angles, Give the legs a little bit of a shake. Again, if you need to sit on top of something, you're going to grab it just now. Maybe I'll show you what that looks like so you can understand. And like I said, if you feel like your legs are bent or if you're not able to sit in this L position, I want you to sit on something here. Just to give your hamstrings that extra space for the compression. So it's going to look like this. Again, we're going to take 8 on each side. Now I'm elevated. So I'm reaching the hands up, I'm folding forwards. And we're going to start with the left leg. You're going to point the left toe and lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lovely. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Halfway, 4 more. 3 to go. Last 2. And last 1. And relax. Shake it out. And we're coming over onto that right hand side straight away. Reach up. Fold forwards. Point the right toe. And we lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lovely. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. That's 4. Lift and lower. 3 to go. Lift and lower. 2 more. Lift and lower. Last 1. Lift and lower. Shake it out. Okay, take a nice deep breath in and out. Bring it down onto your back. Hollow hold reaches. Let's get into it. Walk the feet in. Press the lower back and ribs down. Reach the hands forward. Belly button pulls to the spine. Engage the core. Lift the head and shoulders. And from here, we reach for another 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Beautiful. Final round coming up. 8 compressions on each side, 16 reaches, and then we are done, okay? So let's set up. Reach the hands up, fold forwards. I want you to really try and stay in this folded forwards position. We don't want to be leaning back, okay? So we're staying folded forwards. Left hand side, point the left toe. Let's go. Lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower. 4 more, lift and lower. 3 more, lift and lower. 2 more, lift and lower. Last one, lift and lower. Shake it out, punch your quads out if you have to. Final 8 reps of our single leg compressions for today. I know these suck, I know they do, but this is going to help you unlock that compression strength for our L-sit. Okay, it's a really important part of the journey. Now, reach the hands up, fold forwards, point the right toe, and lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower. 4 more, lift and lower. 3 more, lift and lower. 2 more, lift and lower. Last one, lift and lower. Relax. I kind of chose the worst trousers, the worst pants to demonstrate any compression stuff because it looks like I just got a big juicy calf that's staying on the ground. I promise my leg is lifting. That's actually something I should say. If you feel like your leg is just not even coming off the ground, this is very normal. Yeah, this is super normal. If you are like, I really want to lift, but it's not happening, that's okay. We're looking for even just a tiny, tiny, tiny millimeter of lift. It's about sending the intention through the leg for that leg to come off the ground. So even if it's looking like this, as long as you're exerting the force and the energy and the intention to lift the leg, then we're doing the right thing, yeah? So, final thing for today. Come onto your back, walk your feet in, press your lower back and ribs down into the ground, reach the hands forward, engage the core, lift the head and shoulders. And from here, we're going to reach 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, reach higher, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Excellent work. So, this is the start of your L-sit journey. The blessing and the burden in calisthenics is that in order for us to unlock skills, we just need to repeat things over and over and over and over. So, you're going to keep repeating this video once, maybe twice a week until you get to the point where you are able to start lifting one foot off the ground and holding it for 10 seconds and the other one for 10 seconds. Until you get to that next milestone where you're at your single leg tuck, this is the video you can keep repeating, okay? Thank you for joining me. My name is Beth, they, them, and this is the one pull-up